Any man who is good by heart is a great man. Palaces are for the little men, not for the great men, because a great man is humble. Greatness lies not in ruling a people, it lies in being the cause of happiness in their lives. A true leader is the one who leaves memorable footprints of nobility. His Excellency, Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri, is an illustrious son of Amiri in Oru East Council area of Imo State in Nigeria.
My name is Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri. I'm the chairman of Tochil Group, and also I represent several countries in trade and investments. In our company, we have Tochil Global Enterprises, we have Tochil Engineering and Construction Limited. Also, we have Tochil Petroleum and Gas Resources Limited.
He is a reputable financial investment expert.
I'm the chairman of a microfinance bank, which is called Nwell Microfinance Bank.
Tochil Nwaneri is a business mogul, owner Tochil Global Enterprises, Nigerian diplomat, and adaptive business personality, currently serving as special advisor to the Prime Minister and head of government, Sao Tome and Principe.
When I started my journey of diplomacy, it was an easy task. First of all, I went to the Gambia, where I wanted to establish and promote investment in the Gambia. I happened to meet some of the high-level government officials over there, and when I was trying to do that, I moved my things from Nigeria to Gambia, and from there also I went to Guinea-Bissau, where I started. So it was a difficult challenge. I like investment. I like to trade and investment. That has been my passion. So I went back. I spoke with the Minister of Trade and Investment over there, and they told me that they want me to work with them. I went to Guinea-Bissau. I worked with the President of Guinea-Bissau, trying to promote investment that I know from Asia, Europe, and Africa. So all these things, after when I went down there, I started doing well again. So it wasn't an easy road. All this, was difficult. My point is that, I was been there. When I came back, everything vanished because of a lot of lack of experience, or I don't know. At the end of the day, I never gave up. I continued working hard, continued looking towards the goal. I wanted to achieve where I'm going. So today, all these things is a long journey. It wasn't easy. It was a transformation of different stages. At the end of the day, everything that happens for a reason. So when I look back and see where God has taken me from and where I am today, I see that there's a reason why I had to go through this transformation, to get where I am today. So, life is just like that.
Founder and coordinator, Central African Investments Group, CIG, Bangui, Central African Republic, CAR, Sao Tome and Principe Gateway Investment Group, STPGIG, and Caribbean Gateway Investment Group, CGIG. He is a passionate communicator and tactful facilitator of partnership development strategies.
My company has, been able to establish companies in various African countries. So it's been a very big advantage because Africa has a lot of opportunities and a lot of resources. We are rich, but because of the European and American exploits, we're not actually using what we have. So now Africa have changed. We're trying to see how we can be able to create opportunities in Africa. So we're taking advantage of all these opportunities that are marked out for us. So Tochil Group has established different areas in terms of mining, infrastructure development, and in terms of health, education. We are exploring these opportunities and trying to bring some companies from overseas in America and Europe, Asia, that wants to establish in Africa. What we do is just try to give them an enabling environment through our contacts in the government to give them a good soft landing. So Tochil Group has been able to, map itself out there. We've also built some joint ventures between companies in various countries, like in Thailand, in China, in America. So these are all things we are doing in terms of business development. And our company has gone, many places. So I try to, because of my background also on the diplomatic front side of it, my area of specialization is into trade and investment. So what I do, I focus on trying to promote businesses between two countries, and I've done this in many countries already. I've done that in Central African Republic, where I represent, I created the Central African Investment Group. I'm the chairman of Central African. CIG is the platform that we set up, that we use to, bring in investors into Central African Republic, and we've been able to bring in a lot of partners. Central Africa is a landlocked country, but is rich in diamonds, in gold, other resources. So what we do is just try to see how we can use that platform, CIG, Central African Investment Group, to, attract investment into Central African Republic. Then coming to Settlement Principle, where I represent also the Prime Minister on the trade and investment. Also, we established a platform called STP Gateway. STP Gateway is a platform that we use also, bringing investment into Settlement Principle. So what we do is this, try to, create up a platform that you use to create an enabling environment between the government and the private sector. Also trying to create enabling environment. So that's what we've been doing. So I work, two caps. As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, also as a diplomat. Trying to liaise between countries to country, G to G. In this exploit, I've traveled extensively. I've been to many countries in the world. I've been to, name it, Americas, all over. I've been to Asia, I've been to Europe. There's no country you can mention I have not been to. And when I go, what I do is just try to find out how to promote trade and investment into countries. So I've been able to do this. This has been my core mandate, and we are doing it. We're in the process, and I think now, what we have gotten now, we've gotten the nitty-gritty that will enable us to be able to establish and help companies abroad looking for genuine partners, looking for companies that are going to help them to bring them to the country, especially in Nigeria, Settlement Principe, Central African Republic, and other countries in Africa. This is what we do.
The story of his career and business life is such told in many words and languages, unique and adventurous with strides most amazing. His Excellency Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri served as the Director General, African Global Development Initiatives, AGDI, in many countries of Africa, which main objectives were trade and investment between international agencies and African countries, industrialization in the continent of Africa, SMEs funding and human capacity development programs, advocacy for rural agricultural projects for indigent Africans, good governance initiatives, business entrepreneur, and so on.
I was talking about investment and trade opportunities in Africa. In Africa, in several countries, we have different modalities of investment that we use to drive. We have what's called PPP, Public-Private Partnership, JV, Joint Venture, and also equity participation. There's these three models that we use to work with different countries and different companies. So different countries have their own laws and regulations that they use to encourage foreign direct investment into the country. So what we do when we go to the country, each country we go to, we ask them the priority areas of the government. Which each country have their priority areas. Which areas are they looking for investment? In our portfolio of investors, we have different investors that are ready to come to invest in Africa. So what we do, we meet the countries, discuss with them, and tell them, well, how can we collaborate with your company, with your countries? We go to visit the trade and investment office. Each country also have investment promotion agency that promotes investment of this country overseas. So we discuss with them, and then after discussing with them, we see how we can be able to, attract some of those discussions. We discuss with them and bring those investment into the country. So in our portfolio, we have companies ready to invest in Africa, And what we're looking for is just the government to provide enabling environment that they can use to, invest in the other countries.
With more than 21 years of cross-cultural work experience in 25 countries, including travel to over 40 countries, the experiences and contacts gathered so far has been of tremendous benefits.
I'm an entrepreneur, and also, since I work in businesses, I've been able to establish various companies. Ranges from, it's a group, Tochil Group is a group of companies that I established. I'm the founder, I'm the chairman of this group. And this group, we have Tochil Global Enterprises that deals on trade and investments. That's what they do. We have offices in America, we have in Europe, we have in Africa. And then we have Tochil Engineering and Construction Limited. In this Tochil Engineering is called Tech. We have equipment on ground. We have a lot of equipment. We have those excavators, name it. Anything about roads, construction, we have it. Then we also have asphalt plant. In asphalt plants, we have a brand new asphalt plant that is there to two roads. So we are prepared, we are equipped, and we also have partners from America, from Europe, from Asia that are partnering with us. If we have big project, turnkey project, they partner with us. So that's what we do. This is for Tochil Engineering. Then we also have a hotel industry, a tourism industry. We promote tourism. Of course, we promote tourism, hotels. It's part of the things. We have our own place to chill. Place to chill. We have this is a serene environment, beautiful boutique hotel, nice place. One of the best, if you ask me. And in that place, we have a swimming pool, beautiful, nice swimming pool. We also have a club, like a lounge club. We have a shisha lounge outside, and our rooms are beautiful, luxury. If you like luxury, come to Place to Chill. This is what we have. Also, we have an annex. And an annex also is beautiful because sometimes we have VIP people that come to our hotels, and when they come with their entourage. So because our rooms is not that big, because it's exquisite and it's private. So when we also take them with our shuttle bus to the annex hotel, it's very luxury also. So this is on this area. Then one of our brand we are known for is Tochil Delight. Tochil Delight, is a beautiful bakery that we have. I know bakery is one of the best. If you ask me, you can ask. So Tochil Bakery, we have all kinds of different type of bread. We have king size, we have Tochil slice, we have fluffy, we have all kinds of bread. We have, it's beautiful. Then another outlet is the Tochil Eatery. Tochil Eatery is a place we have Chinese restaurant, we have shawarma, we have continental foods, we have a lounge upstairs, one of the best. So all these outlets. Also, we have a Tochil petroleum and gas sources, where we have our own gas stations that will supply vehicles, for diesel and petroleum. And this is some of the branches that we have, some of the places we have. And then we have a microfinance bank. Microfinance bank is called Nwell Microfinance Bank. I'm the chairman. Nwell Microfinance Bank focuses on, local people trying to work with masses. They come and open an account with us, and they will help them to the farmers. So some of the farmers, we lend them money to, work with us to see how they can be able to have opportunities. So we have this concept and some ideas that we're trying to promote. So, we have been moving out there.
Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri is the special advisor to Sao Tome and Principe Prime Minister on Economic and Investment, Chairman Earnwell Microfinance Limited, Chief Executive Officer Tochil Foundation. Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri is a kind of humanitarian and philanthropist who believes in human capital development, youth empowerment, and genuine support for the needy.
This is one of the things that I want to do. I like to help. I've traveled extensively. I've been overseas. I've seen a lot of beautiful things. Like I told you, it's time for you to give back to the society. At the end of the day, what matters is what have you done and how have you impacted human beings. So these are some of the things that that at the end of the day, when you've seen all those things, now you want to come back and give back to the society. Coming back from where I was born, I happen to understand that there's a lot of unemployment. A lot of students graduated, but there's no job. So, and I wanted to set an example, it's not about talking about it. I want to also practice and do it. What you believe in. So what I did was, coming home and establishing, various companies in my home country.
Little wonder the obvious proliferation of different companies, factories, and other various business establishments in almost every sector of the economy, providing gainful employment to thousands of people, all in a bid to better the lots of humanity. He is an ardent believer of giving back to the society that made you. So, he also brought home some of his investments and establishments. Naturally, climbing the rope of life and existence for anticipated success is not an easy process, as it is laced with mostly less expected obstacles, hindrances, and adventures. But the extent of resilience, tenacity, and never say die spirit makes the difference, especially to the brainy and smart.
Africa is full of opportunities, and because of the opportunities we have in Africa, a lot of people don't understand Africa. We have always believed in importing things from overseas. For example, we have cocoa, we have everything is being exported instead of trying to manufacture it locally where you can create employment to people. So we're trying to change that dimension right now, trying to change that by creating value-added products that will help us create employment. Now what we're trying to do now, we're trying to bring some technical partners. Instead of taking out all our stuff out, we're bringing technical partners that are going to partner with us and produce it locally, so we can be able to create opportunities for our own people.
Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri is one of such, having had his fair share of that natural phenomenon, but a success story today. His Excellency Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri has an amazing diplomatic and envoy experience over the years that time and tide would always imprint on record and embed in history. For instance, in 2014, while still in service, being appointed by His Excellency President Bozize as Central African Republic's Honorary Consul and Head Economic and Commercial Matters in their Nigeria Embassy in Lagos and Abuja, respectively. In that capacity, he advised and assisted the government on issues relating to overseas reputation of Central African Republic as it relates to investment opportunities and funding of project options. He assumed office under His Excellency President Bozize from 30th of August 2012 till date. He served under Her Excellency President Catherine Samba Panza as Minister's Special Envoy on Investment and Infrastructure Development, served under incumbent President His Excellency Professor Falsin Achange Todera as Head Economic and Commercial Matters and the Consulate in Abuja. He is a Special Envoy on Infrastructure Development under CIG to Minister of Equipment, Aviation and Transport, His Excellency Theodore Josso, Minister of Sports and Youth Development, Lieutenant Colonel Guy Kolumba, Minister of Education, His Excellency Abdul Karim Mekaso, Minister of Energy and Mines, His Excellency Leopold Mbol Fatene. He has such an intimidating diplomatic profile that qualifies him more than any other to discuss issues concerning African development. Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri is a development economist. In consultation and collaboration with different government officials, both in the Central African Republic and Guinea-Bissau, he has brought some measure of economic growth in these countries by employing his contacts and involving his investment partners. In his words, for Africa to develop economically and otherwise, African countries must come together and synergize for a smoother and more gainful cohesion.
Unity of purpose among African leaders will bring development to Africa, and I believe that we still have a lot to do among African leaders. I think they should try to come closer to each other, try to see how they can unite together and cooperate together in terms of cultural development, agricultural development, trade and investment. These are some of the things that will bring ties, bring them close to each other and trying to think about developing and helping each other. You know, organizations like African Union and ECOWAS and CEMAC, these are some of the objectives that they are doing in trying to see that our leadership are in the right direction.
His Excellency Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri is a happy family man and also find time to relax and unwind. Obviously, some are born great, some attain greatness, while some have greatness entrusted in them. In fairness to truth, His Excellency Ambassador Tochil Nwaneri is certainly a force to reckon with, a pace-setter, a galvanizer, and an amalgamator, a now and future personality whose trade and economy-oriented capacity and bilateral business acumen is undaunted. He is the face of a new Africa business yearn for economic stability.